The Gen V Season 2 finale is almost here, and the boss battle is coming. We've been primed for a classic Chosen One showdown. Marie, our bloodbending heroine, morally good, driven by loss, desperate to prove she's not defined by her past. But she has now realised that she's not going to win this war alone. And what if the real key is a hero, not even shown in the trailer, the one often in the background?
That's weird.
Marie's arc this season, the Chosen One trope. She's been on her own journey to reach her full potential, and along the way she wants to prove herself, find her sister, and make up for her mistakes. But since season 2, she keeps repeating the same mistakes. Isolation. She pushes people away, thinking she has to do it on her own. She leaves Jordan, again. She finally finds Annabeth, but then when she doesn't listen to her. And when Annabeth really needed her, and she eventually opens up to Marie, making herself completely vulnerable with one of her biggest secrets, Marie was just like, nope, sorry sis, gotta go be a hero. And then Cate's following around seeking her redemption, yet Marie can't forgive Cate, even though Cate has forgiven her. And yes, Cate did mess up, but seriously, has she not paid enough already? And despite her lack of forgiveness, in comes the penultimate episode, a perfect mirror of season 1's, where Cate prevents her friends from helping, separates from them to go on her own revenge spree. And now Marie? She uses her powers against her friends to stop them helping. The sin she said she could not forgive Cate for. She was just so determined to do it on her own because she thought she could. She thought she was the saviour. But you see, here's the problem with having a chosen one. What happens if they flip? Could the power go to Marie's head? Could she turn to Team Homelander? Jordan's side-eye to Marie that appeared since escaping Elmira again might have been less about distrust or even jealousy, and more about fear. Fear that Marie doesn't fully grasp the danger of being that powerful. But the most likely scenario? Good old King controlling her, turning her into his meat puppet. Imagine the damage he could do with Marie's powers while she watches, helpless, trapped in her own body. Yeah, pretty bleak, I know. But before we get there, before we get to Annabeth's vision, let's rewind to the penultimate. By the end of the episode, Marie's wounded, carried out by Emma in a total Frodo and Sam moment. She will physically recover, but the guilt is going to hit hard, because her desire to be a hero played right into Godolkin's hands. But the trailer gives us hope. Marie says,
Whatever we do it together.
Unlike season 1's finale, this time they're united, one enemy, one team. Across 2 seasons, Gen V has held up a mirror to our polarised society, mocking misinformation, social media, influencing politics. I'm working on a full video about that, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And at times the show's been mocking some pretty bleak imagery. But throughout it, I think it's trying to give us some hope for the future and show a way forward by encouraging people to unify and realise who the real enemy is. The only way to beat Godolkin is together. So let's head to the battlefield and see our usual heroes ready to fight. Look, Greg and Sam are even ready to fight for Emma's attention. And I think at this point it's safe to say RIP Greg. But let's talk about the person who isn't there, that we can't see, and that's Bushmaster. No, I mean, I'm sure she'll turn up, but that's not who I mean. I mean Harper. And no, I haven't completely lost my mind. You see, Harper has been lurking in the background all season. Quiet, observant, and trying to find her place. But she is surprisingly powerful. She doesn't just mimic powers, she can master them, sometimes quicker than the Supes themselves. And this could be a game changer on the battlefield. So let's see how it could help some of the key players. Firstly, Cate. Marie may try and heal Cate physically, but will that be enough? If powers are down to emotions, could her feeling emotionally broken be what's causing the real fault in her powers? What if Marie fixes her physically, and then maybe Harper helps her reconnect? Maybe even amplify her powers beyond what we've already seen. And then there's Polarity. His redemption arc has been perfection, by the way. He's finally the father figure that these kids needed. The father he should have been to Andre. We've seen him harness his power to keep Cypher out of his head. And with Harper's help, by mimicking his powers, maybe together they can finally win Whack-A-Mole. And then there's Annabeth, who's not mastered her powers yet. Could Harper help her control them? If they could both sense together who Cypher was going to target next, then maybe that would give the heroes the advantage in the fight. Or maybe both of them gaining visions will allow them to see multiple endgame scenarios. And then there's Jordan. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think Jordan's gone. Jordan is strong, competent, good on the attack and the defence. But I think Jordan hitting the ground might be the trigger to Marie's downfall. And this is where Harper could truly shine. I can see it now, the battle looking like it's about to end. A number of our beloved Supes on the ground. Jordan is down. Maybe at the hands of Godolkin directly, or maybe he hurts them through Marie. She fights back and gets him out of her head. She tries to bring them all back, and in doing so, she drains herself to save everyone, leaving her lying there in a pool of blood. Annabeth's vision has come true. And then when all hope is lost, Harper steps in, mimics her, resuscitates her, bringing our beloved hero back to life. Maybe the season then ends with Marie waking up broken, asking Cate to erase her memories so she can't be weaponized again. Or maybe she rises stronger, ready to take on Homelander. Or maybe they'll just have a dance party and all will be well. Who knows? But one thing I think is for sure is that the final battle isn't about the chosen one winning, but it's about the collective collective, the outcast, the flawed, the broken, all coming together against the ultimate evil of Godolkin. So what do you think? Is Harper the secret weapon? How many soups are going to make it out of the finale? Drop your theories in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.